We're live. Yes, we're live. But today is probably one of the saddest days I ever have. That's why you're seeing a face cam right now. Okay, it's not usually a face cam, but I have a little story for you. So I got a really rare figure. A really rare matrix figure. There's only 400 of it worldwide, and it was the matrix Nebuchadnezzar. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but anyway, it's the matrix ship. It's a 1/16 scale of a matrix ship. So it's probably the only one here in the Philippines, and I bought it off this guy. This guy is also on YouTube, so he has his channel. If you type Hot Toys Nebuchadnezzar, he will come up because this figure is just so rare, incredibly rare, that only few people have it. So I bought it off him. It wasn't cheap. It was more expensive than the 1989 Batmobile, so not cheap at all. So this guy, he even had a review of how he packed it. Okay, so just to show you guys, I mean, this isn't my typical stream. I haven't done anything like this. The box looks like this. See, it's really amazing. It's a freaking Nebuchadnezzar, right? It's the freaking Matrix ship. Even Bob Dylan didn't know this existed. So there's only 400 of this made worldwide. And I was really excited to have this. But man, oh man, as I was unboxing it, checking it, because I was so excited to make a stream of it. It just broke. It's broken. It's freaking broken, man. The pieces are all over. Okay, I use the cover page, but here it is. I'm gonna show it to you. These, I'm gonna switch cameras, okay? I'm gonna put this Nebuchadnezzar down first and show you the pieces that came out of it, okay? Because it's really bad, man. So imagine your horror when you get pieces like that. And man, these are not fixable pieces, because look at it. It's freaking broken, man. And it's even previously glued. There's glue marks there. Look at that, man. It's freaking broken. Look, pieces of it are right here. It's broken. Freaking broken. So I basically have a really rare collectible that's worthless, because I'll bring out the figure, okay? All the lights, most of the lights in the underside are broken. These ones, I just feel so bad, because apart from being a really rare figure, I mean, when I got this, I thought that I was going to secure one of the rarest collectible Matrix collectible on the planet, and I'll be responsible in taking care of it for generations to come, you know? So people would remember the movie Matrix because someday it might be forgotten, right? So as a collector, I sort of feel this responsibility to preserve things like this, because laugh at it as you may, but this is our culture. You know, this is our culture, our geek culture, man. And I was so excited to preserve it because, as far as I'm concerned, this is the only one in the Philippines because it's just super rare. So imagine the rarest one off in the Philippines, and I'm in charge and taking care of it. And it's freaking broken, man. It's just so sad. I mean, it's not cheap. Tell you that, it's not cheap. But apart from that, it's just the pain of having a really rare collectible broken. I'm so down right now that I don't even have the energy to think of gluing it back together. That's just how down I am feeling. I'm not even gonna use background music or anything in this video because there's nothing to celebrate. It was hard for me to start this stream. Look at it. Lights snap off, man. Rare ass collectible broken in shipping. So I have a Hulkbuster who's way heavier and a 1989 Batmobile from the same shipping company that shipped it to me. This one, you'll see it where Batman is. That's a Batmobile. It's way bigger and heavier than this, because this is light. The only reason I paid this much for this is because of its rarity. Quality wise, it's very light. It's not a solid material because it's supposed to house a DVD inside too. So it's not heavy at all. It's not big at all because it can fit in my small ass Matrix shelf. Check that out. It can fit here. So this is not big at all. So it's not really that hard to pack. I've shipped guitars to France. I have a Batmobile that's bigger than a cabinet shipped to me, complete with nothing broken. So goes with a Hulkbuster. But this one, I'm gonna show you something. This is the amount of plastic wrap used in the entire figure. This was the single box used by the entire figure. And this was the case for the entire figure. 2 boxes, very thin, barely any bubble wrap. Nothing outside, no protection outside. What did you expect, man? So I talked to this guy, chatted on Facebook. He's not out to scam me, okay? He's not a scammer at all. I mean, he has a YouTube channel with 1,000 something followers, and he has some rare collectibles in his videos. So he's a collector just like me. And he even made a final video packing this figure before shipping it. Okay? So he had all the good intentions. But I just feel that as a collector, you know what happens in shipping. It's common sense, man. What happens in shipping. So, the downside is this wasn't fully insured. He blames the shipping company. I mean, who else is there to blame, right? So I talked to him, discussed with him, how can we arrive in a solution, because he couldn't give me my money back. He claimed he has no job since 2021 or 2020, and he just used it to pay off his debts. He's also selling a huge part of his collection, so he couldn't pay me back. I really wanted my money back, man. For something as broken as this, looking at it makes you depressed. So he's gonna get, he told me, we chatted, that he's just gonna do his best to get something back, from the insurance, the little insurance, which was 1/4 of the cost of this figure, and he's gonna give it to me. And I asked him, hey man, help me out. I mean, if you could share the losses with me, because I was never given an option to insure this. He never messaged me, hey man, you have to add X amount just to fully insure this product that is not gonna get smashed. He never gave me that option, man. So what happens if you have something like this, man? Well, I have a business. I know how the legal system works, and I know it's stupid to go to that for this kind of amount to the legal system. Okay, we all know that. You don't want to get a third party like the government involved as much as possible. But I am just really down. I am just really, really depressed. Not only because of the financial losses, but also because of the fact that this rare ass figure is destroyed, disfigured. Somebody could fix it. I mean, all the parts are there, right? You can just, I hope somebody could fix it. I don't know if it's in my place, but if you're a local, you can see this. I mean, you help me out, okay? Because I'm really down. Because if you ask me to ship it all the way to Manila, man, shipping this back and forth is very stressful. Just looking at it just depresses me, man. Like, would I have disassembled these things first before shipping? Can I even take them off? Okay, so they don't come off. So what happened, I think, was that most of of its underside lights fell off because something heavy was placed on top of it, and the boxes were just too thin, and the wrapping paper was just too thin to withstand the pressure, so it just got crushed. It wasn't thrown all around because the lights here on top, they're pretty okay, man. The lights on top are pretty okay. The cannons, the turrets, everything here is pretty much intact. I think maybe some lights here. I have to check if, yeah, maybe some lights on top here. So not only was this possibly thrown around, but it was also smashed. So do I blame the seller? Well, I don't like blaming, because that doesn't help anyone. He has all the good intentions. I mean, God bless his soul that he has good intentions, because the only reason you buy a figure like this is because you're a real collector and you love the franchise. So God bless him that he is into it. We're into the same things. So I don't really 100% blame him. I wish he would have better foresight though, and he wouldn't have been so confident. But I just don't want to go around blaming people. It's not a good practice. It's not a good way to go about life. I really hope he would pull through, that he would at least try to get my money back. No, at least what he insured for it, which was 1/4 of the amount of this. And maybe I asked him, if you could find yourself in a better position, maybe you could add something. Because I really would want this refunded. And I don't want to give him problems or trouble, because I'm not that kind of a person. I'm just a nerd collecting stuff, man. I don't want to give people problems over something like this. I mean, they're human too, right? I can empathize with that. It's just I'm so bummed out. So I hope you would check this out. I mean, don't be negative. I mean, don't go to the guy's stream, guy's page and trash him, or give me, tell me what to do, how to go about the legal stuff, because trust me, I know all about the legal stuff. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have those things, so I know those. So I don't want to really read things about those things. I'm just here to share an experience about what could happen in shipping, and that if you're getting an expensive figure, make sure to get it from someone who has shipping experience, not someone who barely has any shipping experience, okay? And if you do get someone with no shipping experience, you basically give him advice or something, or ask him how he packed the thing before he shipped it, because I never did those things. I was just too confident. I have a whole crap ton of collection. You can see it all around. Most of them are second hand. That's why I can afford that many, because they're not all brand new. I'm collecting back, and I got them off at the good deals. That's what I do. I hunt for deals. That's part of why I love collecting. So those are my tips if you're gonna get something really rare, especially if it's a vehicle. So yeah, this is kind of the commitment and risk you deal with in a vehicle. The Nobi at least got taken care of by Jazz Inc. Or I don't know I don't know about his thing, but at least in my case, the guy couldn't even take care of me. Hot Toys couldn't take care of me. If you thought that having a Jazz Inc. figure come destroyed, I mean, it's not the worst thing. This is the worst thing. Look at this. This is a rare ass figure, and it's not cheap. Rare figures are not cheap, remember that. Even if you got them off a good deal, they are not cheap. And I have a broken figure with broken lights, and I'm just sad, man. I'm just sad. Oh man. Look, the siren is like, singing with me. Singing my sad song. So anyway, I've run out of things to say. Sorry for the rather, bad stream, but I just have to express this because from excitement I got, this. At least if you cover it, it's still not, it's did not snap into. So yeah, trying to be optimistic. At least this Nebuchadnezzar, which I had, I didn't know how to pronounce back then, did not snap off into, because now that would really make me more sad than what I am right now. That's the worst. So thank God it did not snap into. It's still intact, only the lights are broken. So yeah, maybe that's enough to cheer me up. I mean, silver linings, right? It did not snap into. Some lights are there. Cover it up in the diorama. Not fully expose it, which I was planning to, but I can't right now. And maybe in time I'd have the heart to glue it back on. Okay, look, check it out. This part, it opens here. Okay, I didn't know that. I was just curious. Okay, so this part is supposed to house the DVDs, right? He told me that the DVDs were no longer available because, you know, they're really old. So yeah, the DVDs basically just rotted. So as for this, for now, I don't want to think about it, you know. I don't want to think about shipping it, looking for a guy to repair it, stuff like that. I just want to hide this in the display for now. See, it's also very light. Check it out. It's one of the lightest things, man. It's not heavy at all. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. No music, face cam. Really sad, man. Really, really, really sad. If you want to see this figure before this all happened, just type in YouTube. 100% you'll see him there. He made 2 or 3 videos out of this because this is a really nice figure and probably deserves 2 or 3 videos, right? And that's the last time you'll see it intact. Right now, this is its condition. So check out that video to appreciate what it looked like before it got shipped to me. Again, don't be negative with the guy. The guy did not plan it. It's not entirely his fault. He might have been careless, but I don't want negativity on his way just because he was careless. Nobody deserves that, okay? Let's get that straight. Nobody deserves that kind of negativity. We can feel bad, but it's okay for us not to blame anyone, okay? We can feel sad, we can feel angry, but it's all entirely okay not to blame anyone. It's very healthy to feel those emotions, but not directly attack anyone. I think that's what the world needs right now, okay? The guy, thank you for messaging me, Super Ingo, that's his YouTube handle, for corresponding with me in Facebook and at least making me feel good that I'm gonna have some money come back to me with this figure. Thank you so much. I do hope you would pull through your word and give me something back instead of just giving me lip service, man. From collector to collector, you know how it would feel if you get a rare ass figure broken like this. So I hope in your heart of hearts that you would keep your word. I would update this, you know, someday if Super Ingo pulled through, because I think he would deserve all the props if he pulled through. If he does not pull through, I don't know if I'm gonna talk about it, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna talk about it. Let's just see, okay? At least it makes for interesting content because this doesn't happen every day. A lot of people didn't even know this figure existed. This 1/16 scale Nebuchadnezzar Matrix Rebel ship. It looks like a fish, man. Really cool, right? It looks like an angler fish. Submarine, 20,000 leagues under the sea, you know, that's the influence of this. I can see it. It's freaking awesome. The lights don't work, but it's you know, it was Hot Toys, old Hot Toys making it, 2008. I think this was made in 2008. So no technology to light up everything yet. But 2.0, Hot Toys, give me a 2.0, cheer me up. I got this broken figure, it's expensive, but if you make a 2.0, I know Matrix is not doing anything right now. I know the last one was bad, but if you make a 2.0 with all the lights and USB powered, oh my god, man. That would just be so awesome. That would just be so awesome for someone like me who loves the Matrix franchise so much. So again, keep positive. It's okay to feel sad. It's not required to blame anyone or attack anyone. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel bad. It's not okay to attack anyone, especially if they did not mean it. even if it's a crappy shipping company, okay? Everything can be talked about and negotiated, okay? Without having to destroy anyone. We are all humans. We love each other. We have our own struggles. So, thank you for checking the video. I'm rambling and I have to stop.